Yeah, it'll be 2 years in November since that shooting here at First Baptist Church occurred, and experts tell me when similar incidents happen, like Dayton, El Paso, it stirs up some memories for many that can make it feel like yesterday. This incident actually happened back in January, but HEB officials just confirmed it for us yesterday, and they say they're not responsible. Spurs Nation is starting to roll into the AT&T Center, ready for a huge night. These floodwaters are a perfect place for a mosquito hatch once a storm rolls through. Yeah, we're actually at Lackland Air Force Base because this is where the travelers will be staying once they arrive. Lackland was deemed a quarantine site over the weekend by the federal government, and it actually drew some concern from the public. DPS officials tell us the National Transportation Safety Board, as well as the Federal Aviation Administration, is investigating this crash. They could not tell us if a Mayday call was made. Reporting in Kerr County, I'm Jaleesa Irizarry.
In a town known as God's country, there's only one way to handle tough times.
Would you like to pray? No blame.
It's with a little unity.
Let's hold hands.
And today, a divided community was reminded
Let her know that she's loved.
they all want the same thing.
Please, Lord Jesus, bring Eva home.
More than a month ago, Eva Garcia ran away from her Hondo home after getting into an argument with her dad. An Amber Alert was issued nearly a month later and then canceled a couple days after. But the 14-year-old remains missing.
So we just want some accountability, from the public officials.
A handful of people showed up at Hondo Police Department demanding answers, as police had yet to go on camera for the more than month-old case.
Rest assured that we're working around the clock.
Today, that changed.
Our investigators are very dedicated. They're committed to this investigation.
Police could not say if they feel Eva is in danger. They did bring up the possibility of reactivating the Amber Alert.
We can certainly consider that if new information comes into our department.
And for Eva's dad,
that's awesome of them to consider putting it back on.
Because differences aside, there's one thing this group can agree on. When it comes to situations like this, your faith
I love you, Eva.
needs to be bigger than your fear.
Come home, baby girl, come home.
Jaleesa Irizarry, KENS 5 Eyewitness News. A silent street isn't what Tim McDermott is used to.
No way.
It's laughter and energy her restaurant usually sparks. Usually the good kind.
Exactly.
But as you can imagine, things haven't been going so great.
We have had every event cancel for the next 3 to 4 months.
Like the rest of San Antonio, McDermott's dining spaces are closed as she waits for this storm to pass.
Everyone is in a pretty desperate situation.
A situation she finds far more frustrating.
It makes me furious.
When she drives by this.
It's not right. It is not an essential service.
That's right, golf courses in San Antonio are still allowed to be open while a stay-at-home order is in place. Groups covered the greens at Brackenridge and other San Antonio courses this afternoon.
I am by no means saying that I think that restaurants should be open, but I am seeing a lot of things happening that I'm like, how is that different than if a patio was open?
That prompted a question we brought to the city. Why are golf courses exempt from this order? The mayor's office has yet to get back to us, but city officials say open golf courses need to practice social distancing, something Governor Abbott also stressed when it comes to getting out of the house. Andrew, can you hear me okay? Brackenridge's golf president Andrew Peterson told us over the phone they are practicing and stressing social distancing to their golfers. And effective tomorrow, they're no longer allowing guests into their clubhouse to keep their employees as well as their golfers safe. What's your message to those who say that a golf course shouldn't be an essential business?
It depends on how you view it and what your perspective is. For somebody to get recreation while they're social distancing and be able to enjoy fresh air and get some exercise, I think golf is the absolute perfect outlet for that.
As for McDermott, it's just not enough.
So the rules are just too lax.
She hopes city leaders take a closer look at what should be considered an essential business and then enforce it. Jaleesa Irizarry, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, 5 people were sent to the hospital following that crash, including 4-year-old Nevaeh, who spent the last 2 weeks here at University Hospital fighting for her life before she was declared brain dead. Now the little girl is giving others a second shot at life.
It's difficult for Leslie Strong to describe
Nevaeh Nicole, heaven spelled backwards.
just how special her granddaughter was.
She loved everybody.
Because the truth is,
Bear County deputies are investigating.
it's hard to believe she's gone.
I saw it on the news and didn't think anything about it, but when I clicked on it and I saw my car, and my heart sank.
Last month, Strong's daughter Jamie and Jamie's 2 kids were involved in a multi-car crash with a Via bus. Jamie and Nevaeh were seriously injured in the crash and both rushed to University Hospital. Jamie suffered multiple broken bones, while Strong says Nevaeh suffered multiple internal injuries. The 4-year-old was later declared brain dead.
This is something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. And she was amazing. She was just amazing.
Though it's hard to face, they won't get this sweet, smiling girl back. She will live on through others. The family decided to donate the 4-year-old's organs to give other children a second chance at life.
They took her last night about 8:30. We got to say our final goodbyes in the hallway and were able to pick her and put her where Jamie could give her a kiss. Her heart, her kidneys, and her pancreas went to save another baby. She has a purpose. She has a purpose.
Now, this family is not only facing an emotional toll, but financial one as well. A fundraiser is being held to offset some of those medical and funeral costs. We have all that information on our website, KENS5.com. Just click on this story. Reporting live at University Hospital, Jaleesa Irizarry, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
They say the best hairdressers never stop learning. But for Atalaya Lara, she never stops listening. As a professional cosmetologist, she hears stories all day.
Always, yes.
But nothing hits closer to home than her own.
About 6 years ago, I got divorced and I was a single mom. I had to come back home to Texas because I was living in North Carolina and I had nothing.
All she had was her cosmetology license and a dream of a better life for her family.
I came home, I started working at a salon again and building up my clientele all over again. And it just took me a lot of places.
Places she never would have imagined. Her own business with its own accolades.
Yep.
And the ability to give someone else their dream.
I really want to help somebody with their career. You know, like, you can give someone money or things they need, but to give them like a skill that they can take with them for life, that's bigger.
So Atalaya is hoping to do just that. In February, the cosmetologist is hosting a cut-a-thon, providing haircuts for any monetary donation, with all the money going towards a future cosmetology student who may have the dream, but not the means.
Give a little bit of kindness to someone at least once a day. You don't know. You could change that person's whole mentality.
It's a mentality that's contagious.
I didn't expect that.
9 other businesses have signed up to help out this boss that's proving life's greatest lessons come from kindness. Jaleesa Irizarry, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.